Ladies, I'm here tonight on the show. All right, the first thing I want to do is I want to apologize for not live streaming lately. It's because all the damn good games I want to see. I think on Cavaliers Hornets on Friday. Last night Clippers and Bucks tonight. Suns and Bulls. They've all been on NBA TV. As you guys know, I don't have that channel. It's the only channel I don't have. So that's why I haven't been live lately. So all the games I want to watch, I have to go to a sports bar. So I don't have the channel in my house. So that's why I haven't been live streaming, guys. I apologize. I wanted to live stream the Hornets and Cavaliers on Friday, and I wanted to tonight. I wanted to live stream the Suns and Bulls. Just don't have the channel. I have to keep going to the sports bar down the street. Um, that's anyways. But here, yes, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I'm gonna go all over the place here. Talk about the sports world. So the biggest thing, I'll get to the title, Kyler Murray, in a few minutes. Hold on. It's a developing situation. Obviously, it might not even. It's. I think they're thinking more of it than they really should. But I'll get to it. So we got all the coaches with Lovie Smith and Dennis Allen, both defensive coordinators from the Texans. Lovie Smith and Dennis Allen from the Saints got promoted. That kind of weird how that happened. How they were the team without coaches and oh shit, we got to get a coach. We're the only pendejos without a coach, and they just decided to promote both their defensive coordinators to be head coaches. And we finally get an African American to be coach. Look, I do wonder. It's funny how the Texans were the team that hired African American after what happened in 2017. If you remember, the owner said something about when they were doing the kneeling down for the national anthem. The owners from the Texans said something about we can't let the inmates run the yard, referring to the players as inmates. So I find kind of weird how Houston turned out to be the team that hired the African American team, the African American coach, when they kind of been looked at as a race or franchise the last few years. I think that's one of the reasons Deshaun Watson is no longer want to be there. But it seems that this back-to-back thing. I think David Cooley was also African American. So maybe now that was the father, Bill McNair. Now that he passed away, now it's the son running. But hey, at least we got an African American coach. And I'm happy we finally got Lovie Smith. He's actually the first ever African American coach to have three different coaching stints. One with Chicago Bears, another one with Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and now with the Houston Texans. First coach African American to have three different stints. But yeah, and then Dennis Allen gets longtime doing coordinator gets promoted to be the head coach of the Saints. So we have all our coaches, ladies and gentlemen. Matt Eberflus, defensive coordinator from Indianapolis, goes to Chicago. Nathaniel Hackett, offensive coordinator from Green Bay, goes to Denver. Brian Dable, offensive coordinator of Buffalo, goes to New York Football Giants. Josh McDaniels, offensive coordinator of New England, goes to the Las Vegas Raiders. Kevin O'Connell, offensive coordinator of the Los Angeles Rams, goes to the Minnesota Vikings. Doug Peterson, former head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, goes to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Mike McDaniel, offensive coordinator of San Francisco, goes to Miami. And I just said the last two. So we have all our coaches. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now let me get to the Kyler Murray news. So apparently, I don't know how legit this is, but Kyler Murray has unfollowed everything Arizona Cardinals on his Instagram, his social medias. But now somebody else is saying that now remember there was a report that they had a very heated meeting at the end there. They had a coach and the owner. They were very heated at their exiting meeting. The general manager had to kind of calm everything down between the coach and the owner. Obviously, they got destroyed in that Monday Night Football game versus the Rams. Another thing that Kyler Murray unfollowed everything, but now they're also saying that he unfollowed that he deleted not only some Arizona Cardinals pictures, he also deleted some family pictures. So maybe he got hacked. I don't know what the situation is, but apparently Kyler Murray, some people are also saying he never followed the Arizona Cardinals on social media. It's a developing situation. I wouldn't. It's like last night with Randy Orton, maybe taking some time off WWE. I don't trust a source, but it is out there from multiple sources, but not a top source like an Adam Schefter or an Ian Rappaport. That some people are reporting though that Kyler Murray has unfollowed a bunch of and deleted a bunch of Arizona Cardinals stuff from his social medias. Whatever you go from there, whatever. I don't see nothing happening though, but we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, a lot of people are saying that he might have gotten hacked or something. They're saying a lot of family photos are also missing. And I think one of the photos that was left supposedly was one of Mike Evans saying, "I want to play with that Texas boy." Of course, was the situation of Tom Brady retiring. But people were thinking that maybe he want to go to Tampa Bay. Whatever. And then the final one is very interesting. It is that Major League Baseball is gonna no longer test for steroids. So I wonder if they're finally opening the door for guys like Barry Bonds and Sammy Sosa and Roger Clemens to get in the Hall of Fame. They got a lot of backlash a few weeks ago. We're not letting David Ortiz, who also tested it positive for steroids. They allowed him in the Hall of Fame, but they don't allow Barry Bonds in the Hall of Fame. So maybe baseball's starting to slowly open the door, and maybe they'll finally get in, hopefully. But yeah, baseball is a lot of leagues also, not doing the marijuana thing anymore, not testing for marijuana. Maybe now steroids. Maybe they'll I don't know. Maybe, but yeah, baseball announces today that they will no longer test for steroids. So I think that might finally open the door for Barry Bonds to get in the Hall of Fame and some of these other guys that haven't been able to get into the Hall of Fame because they were in that Mitchell report. That infamous Mitchell report that everybody used steroids back in the 90s. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the news. Nothing really breaking news, but a bunch of stories out there. We'll see where everything goes. But ladies and gentlemen, until next time, I'm gonna like a light.